Dumelang. I'm just going to test whether you guys understand what an arithmetic or linear sequence is. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. For instance, this number pattern here. Do you think this number pattern is arithmetic or not? And why? You need to remember that for an arithmetic sequence, you need to add a constant value to get the next term. The difference between 2 and 8 is how much? It is 6. What about the difference between 14 and 8? It is also 6. The difference between 14 and 20? It is also 6. You will notice that here we need to add 6 to get to the next term. Obviously, after 20, the next term will be 26, okay? And it goes on and on and on. You keep on adding 6, and that'll give you the next 3 terms. Because we keep on adding a constant common difference, that sequence will be arithmetic. Right? That sequence will be arithmetic. What about this one here? Is it arithmetic or not? Let's check. The difference between 10 and 14 is we keep on doing what to get the next term. We keep on subtracting 4 to get the next term. To get the next term here, we subtract 4. 10 minus 4 will give you 6. 6 minus 4 will give you 2. 2 minus 4 will give you negative 2. Goes on and on. Therefore, that sequence is also arithmetic. So whenever you add or subtract a constant value to get the next term, then that sequence will be arithmetic. What about this one here? Are we adding a constant value here? Let's see. Here we're not adding. Instead, we are multiplying. And because we are multiplying, this sequence cannot be arithmetic because for a sequence to be arithmetic or linear, we need to add or subtract. We cannot multiply or divide. Okay, what about this one here? Do we have a common difference? No, we are dividing. Therefore, this sequence as well cannot be arithmetic. In our first video, I explained this, and I asked you to do this one to check if you understood what you were doing. We first need to determine the general rule. To determine the general rule, you have to use this formula here. First of all, you first need to determine whether the sequence you're dealing with is arithmetic or not. Where 16 is the first term, 12 is the second term, 8 is the third term. We have to use this formula to get the general term. Where there is A, we need to substitute the first term, which is T1, and where there's A, you will have 16. Now, to get this general term or the nth term or the rule, you need two values. You need the value of A and the value of D. So far, we do have the value of A, which is 16, but we do not have the value of D. To get the value of D, you need to check the sequence and ask yourself, are we adding a constant value or are we subtracting a constant value? In this example, we are actually subtracting a constant value. And the value that we are subtracting here is 4. So D will be negative 4. Otherwise, you will just have to calculate it by taking the second term, which is 12, minus the first term, which is 16. 12 minus 16 will give you negative 4. Now you need to break that bracket. Remember, brackets in math means that you need to multiply. Now to break that bracket, you will have to take this negative 4 and multiply it with n. 4 times n will give you, negative 4 times n will give you negative 4n. And negative 4 times negative 1. Negative 4 times negative 1 will give you positive 4. Once you get to this step, then you can take like terms and add them. You will notice that negative 4n is a different type of term, so you will only highlight like terms, which is positive 16 plus 4. Now, positive 16 plus 4 will give you positive 20. Therefore, your general term will be Tn is equal to negative 4n plus 20, where n is the position and Tn is the value of the position. The next one wanted us to calculate the 10th term. Here they're telling us that n will be equal to 10. So wherever there is n, you will go back to the general term which we just found, and where there is n, you will substitute 10, and this will give you negative 20. This simply means that in the 10th position, the value of the term will be negative 20. Which term will be equal to negative 12? Please note that here you have been given the value of the term and you need to find the position. The position is n. The value of the term is Tn. So here you are told that Tn is equal to negative 12. You will go back to this general term here, and in that general term, you are going to substitute negative 12 where there is Tn. So where there is Tn, you will substitute negative 12. You will end up having negative 12 is equal to negative 4n plus 20. And then take that 20 to the left-hand side. So when you take this 20 to this side, you will get negative 12 minus 20 is equals to minus 4. Negative 12 minus 20, that will be negative 32. And then you divide both sides by negative 4, you will end up having n is equal to 8. Just to go back a little bit, I have a second option for calculating the general term. Remember, we were given this sequence here, which is 16, 12, and 18. So to get the general term, you can use this formula where Tn is equals to Dn plus C, where D is the common difference and C is the term before the first term. And obviously C will be there before 16. You will notice that to get the next term here, we keep on subtracting 4. However, please note that when moving to this direction, you subtract 4, okay? To move from 16 to 12, you will subtract 4. To move from 12 to 8, you will subtract 4, okay? So when you move to this direction, you keep on subtracting the value of 4, right? But I want you to move backwards. When you move from 8 to 12, what do? You need to add 4, right? to move from 12 to 16, what do? You still need to add 4. Now, when you take 16 and you add another 4, it'll give you a 10 before the first term. And that 10 before the first term will be equal to 20. So C will be equal to 20, which is a 10 before the first term. And when you substitute all these values into your formula, where there's D, you'll have -4, and where there's C, you'll have plus 20. And that's how you find the general term. Okay. Try this one. Okay, try this question over here, which is classwork 1. I'm going to give you a couple of questions to do. This is another one. Okay, try this one as well. There's a lot I'm going to give you as homework. Please cut the handout that I gave you and paste this in your book and write those questions. All right, I'll just leave it here. 8C, please don't do the ones with diagrams. I mean, 8S, don't do the ones with diagrams. And 8C, please continue with the ones with diagrams. All this work will actually mark it on Thursday. So I need this work to be completed. Okay, by Thursday, you should have done everything. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching. And to those that I teach, see you guys on Thursday. All right? To everyone else, see you guys in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, and don't forget to share it on all your social medias. Let everybody know that there's this cool channel that helps you with math and accounting. Hit the notification button. Thank you for watching. Khotso.